I just wanted to, bring it back to the beginning with you. How would you say the nature of the text with Adam were, without getting too explicit?
Oh, sure, of course. It was at first, obviously it was just a friendly conversation back and forth. He was sending me memes and just jokes, and it was funny at first. I admit to it. Like I was responding, haha, that's whatever. Like it was something
Yeah.
that was just normal. And then it turned into being more sexually explicit, more, the content became more aggressive and it became more personal as far as him attacking me, telling me, you want this, this, let's say, like, you want to have intercourse with this person, you want to have,
Mhm.
you want to do this, with, tonight before you have a chance in your face, and it's just like very, very aggressive, very sexual, to the point that it was making me really uncomfortable, and it was putting me. I'm single, I can do whatever I want. It was
Yeah.
putting at a situation where I was, just I felt like I was being judged, and he was using these memes and sexual porn and the links that he was sending me to degrade me, make fun of me, call me, call me, um, all sorts of different names, but just say, "Oh, I'm joking."
Yeah.
There's a fine line when you are joking, and I understand. I have a good sense of humor. I'm a very funny guy, but when you are crossing that line and you get to a point where you're degrading somebody and you are just being completely inappropriate with the way that you are conversing through text messages with your friend, that's when I started to, just pull away. I wouldn't respond anymore. I wouldn't kind of
Hmm.
just, I would get 3, 4 messages a day. Like I would wake up in the morning to go to work, and I would get a message from Adam at 5 a.m. with a porn link and say, "Would you want to have sex with this guy?" I mean,
Hmm.
it was to a point where I was just getting so uncomfortable. And I had friends too that have mutual friends with Adam, and they were all also getting these text messages.
And now it first came up on the show when you were sat down and talked with Destiney about it. But before that had happened, you had some sort of conversation with MJ as well. Can you just kind of talk a little bit about what that conversation entailed? Because obviously that has become a huge whole other
Yeah.
part of this.
Well, I can say as much as it's been aired, and not to reveal any information and to spoil anything for anybody, but
Yeah.
it's just there's a lot of layers to this. It's not just it's black and white. I talked to MJ. MJ told me to go tell Destiny. Destiny then told Reza. It's not like that. It's very, very complicated. There are people involved that are lying, that are not being truthful to save themselves, just for the position of the show, and the relationship with Reza. Unfortunately, the cast has given Reza so much power that he has a lot of say as far as
Mhm.
who gets to film with who and what scenes. And unfortunately, the people got scared, and they're not telling the truth. And literally, there are people that I was so close to that I would call them, they were my best friends. Like, I'm talking about Destiny, talking
Yeah.
about MJ. These are people that I was so close to. I would talk to every day for hours on day, and we knew dark, deep, deep secrets about each other. I mean, it was just like to a point where, when all this drama exploded, and how quickly Destiny turned from my side and saying that I'm her brother, I'm her best friend, I'm so
Mhm.
blessed to have you in my life, to turning into, Reza is my number one. Reza is my. I would never want to hurt Reza, and it's just bizarre to me to witness this. And it's just really sad to see that somebody that who claims to be so independent woman and has to have her own opinions and has makes her own decision really is not the case, and is just really kind of a scared, um, weak person that will do whatever she has to do to save herself with the show and with
Mhm.
her relationship with Reza.
Now, is there any truth, if you can say, I guess, to people saying MJ was the instigator in this?
MJ does have an involvement, but it's not what is being portrayed. The conversation that I had off camera with Golnessa is completely misconstrued. I
Okay.
never told Golnessa. I never told her that MJ told me to come say that I am sexually harassed. That never happened. I did have a conversation with Golnessa, and it wasn't that. And that's not what I told her. And
Yeah.
you will see this play out in the season, and as my conversation with Golnessa, because I do have a lunch day with Golnessa that is crazy.
Did you specifically say sexual harassment first to MJ?
Yes.
Yes.
I told her, I said, look at these, I never showed her the text messages because I just was keeping them private. But the cast obviously now have seen the text messages, and I will release them as time goes by, because I think that people need to see them for themselves to see how aggressive and explicit Adam was with me towards those text messages. And I mean, normal people don't talk like that. I don't know if he has a fetish. Maybe it's something that he needs to do to get off. I don't know, but it could be. I don't know.
I was wondering if you saw the interview Reza just did with Entertainment Tonight. He kind of said that he's convinced MJ orchestrated all this to get you a spot on the show.
I mean, he has a lot of opinions, and he's entitled to them. I was approached by production for 2 seasons, season 7 and season 8, to be part of the cast, and I wasn't picked. But it's not MJ trying to put me in anything. I was in these situations, in these scenes, because of production. It wasn't because of MJ trying to get me on the show. I am genuinely have a relationship with my friends. I've been friends with them for 4.5 years, and it's been, it is. I'm not just a random guy that they just found that he claims to be, that Ali Ashouri guy that he likes to say.
Now, just going back to that lunch where you guys finally all sit down together. Obviously, it went off the rails very quickly. But what was going through your head as that was happening, as he's lunging and the water's flying?
Well, honestly, I didn't expect. I didn't go there to fight. I went there to tell him the information, because I just wanted him to hear from me. And he was very, very combative and very aggressive, and he lost control. And I knew that if I control myself and control my emotions, and not react, then I'm the one in power in that situation, and that's what I did.
I mean, what do you think about him calling MJ immediately as she was in the hospital too?
I mean, it just shows the kind of person that he is. He's very selfish. He's only about Reza. He's self-centered. He only talks about what's important to him, controls everyone around him, so that he is, always on top, and always, the person that's in control of everything.
Have you spoken with Reza since then?
No, I have not been in contact with Reza at all. The last time I saw Reza was,
or Adam, I guess,
when he assaulted me is the last time I saw Reza. Okay. Right.
And who do you still speak with? Because obviously you put that text message out telling everyone to, cease communication with you.
Right. So, unfortunately, that worked for the whole cast. So I was friends with Nima and, with Golnessa and Destiney, and they all, one by one after another, when the text message was sent, they all unfollowed me on Instagram. So I don't have any communication with anybody. I don't talk to Destiney because she is showing me her true colors and showing me what kind of a friend she is. And people don't know me that well, because I'm new to the show, and they don't know how kind of a person I am. But I'm a very honest guy, and I have been telling the truth the whole time. It might not even look good for me to tell the truth, because it does look like I'm shady or thirsty or whatever they're trying to make me look like. But it's the truth. I spoke about the truth, and I've been operating with the truth the whole time. Now, as far as my relationship with Destiney, I'm so disappointed in her, because this is somebody that I really, really love. How do you live with your life, and how do you live with yourself when you had somebody that was an amazing friend to you, and you literally within matter of days just flip and completely cease communication, and say that I'm talking about all these negative things about me. I do talk to MJ though. I do talk to her. Her and I have our differences too. We're working on them, but I love MJ so much. She is an amazing person. She's an amazing mom. She's an amazing wife. She's been there for me, and I'm going to continue to be there for her.
Would you, if asked, go to the reunion?
Absolutely. I have a lot to say, and I need to be there. I have to be there to defend MJ, because they're trying to put words in my mouth that I didn't say. And you know, I want to confront Golnessa and ask her, when did I tell you that MJ told me that it was sexual harassment? Because you can't tell. That's a feeling that I have. You can't tell someone that you are sexually harassed. Go talk about it. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would she do that? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today, even with these crazy circumstances.
Thank you.
Stay safe out there, and we'll keep an eye out for you the rest of the season.